asked if I would take it to encourage the community. I thought, I will do that, but you've got to answer all my questions. And I thought, well, while you answer my questions, why don't we record it so you can answer questions for a lot of people in the community? So yeah, I was skeptical because if you look at our history in this country with the Tuskegee experiment, Henrietta Lacks, and things like that, it raises flags for us as African American people. So I understand why there's a healthy skepticism about the vaccine.
Okay, this was brought to my attention a lot yesterday. I had some eBay orders to get ready, and yeah, it's been a busy week so far. But in any case, I do have a list of videos to get done, and I'm not even including the Sisters back half of season 2 premiere coming on in a few hours from now. So I hope you're all doing well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Oh, we hit 160,000 this morning. Thank you so much. We are making our way to 200,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. Also, go ahead and hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post new content. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Now, yeah, like I said, like this video, but please don't dislike it like the video that was. Let me put it this way. A lot of people sent me the information. Hey, Jeremy, talk about this. Tyler Perry's going to do a special on BET. I believe it's tomorrow night, Thursday. And he was on CBS. It was like a 10-minute interview with Gayle King and a few other people on the CBS morning show. And I looked at the video because, I just wanted to see, what he had to say about it. Basically, Tyler Perry talks BET special on COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the black community. The video, it's only got about 25,000 hits, but over 300 likes, but over 600 dislikes. So basically there's almost double the amount of dislikes than actual likes, and there are almost 500 comments. Obviously I didn't go through them all, but I only saw I know I looked at over 100 because I was just scrolling really fast, but only about 1 or 2 of them were actually positive comments and not even sarcastic. I mean, like legit, well, thank you for the information, as opposed to, I don't trust a man who wears a dress, or look at all these sellouts and this and that. So, people are labeling Tyler as a sellout for advocating for the vaccine. And it's interesting because I want to say about a couple hours ago, I was, on YouTube, I looked at Comedy Hype's new video about Steve Harvey as to whether or not the Steve Harvey hate, if it's still, a thing since Trump is no longer in office. Steve got into some hot water not too long after Trump was in the White House, after he had that photo op at a Trump Tower, and they had an interesting conversation about that. So it's interesting how that one video I was watching earlier today, where addressing this topic about the Steve Harvey hate and people calling him a sellout, and then later on today, well, actually not too long from just now, I look at this video about Tyler Perry, and now a lot of people are calling him a sellout. And let me put it this way, I really don't have, let me put it this way, it's not my place, and I'm not going to tell you whether or not to get the vaccine. Let me just put that out there right now. It's your choice. That's honestly all I have to say about it. Some people are like, oh yeah, it's interesting how you have these house Negroes telling, the everyday black person to get it because it's the government. Look, I'm well aware of not everything now, because I've done some studying, but not as much, because there are people who could just dig up these facts that I was unaware of, the government's bad history, if you will, with testing certain things on the black community. And why are they advocating for the black community to take it now? I don't know. I got the COVID test one time last year on my birthday, after I had quarantine because my roommate had the virus, and thankfully I was negative, and that was it. And I know for me personally, would I get the vaccine? Honestly, I haven't thought about it, to be completely honest, because you all know me. I'm a homebody. I don't really travel that much. And if it was a situation like, let's say, if I had to go to, I'm just throwing it out there, Tyler Perry Studios or something, if the opportunity arose, Yeah, I mean, if it's like you got to take the vaccine or you can't go, the hell if I wouldn't take that vaccine, shoot. No, no jokes. I would do it. But I just know for me, like I wouldn't be the first one in line because my attitude would be, I'd rather, especially when the vaccine first came out. And again, I'm only talking from my experience, so if you don't agree, that's fine. This is just my own thought process here, just throwing it out there. I remember when it first was announced, I'm like, nah. And then even when we got closer to the vaccine rolling out, I'm like, it's probably not going to be mass produced yet, especially since it's not 100% clear on what the side effects could be, if there are any. And I'm like, if there aren't that many, I would not be rushing to get the vaccine, just like I wasn't rushing to get the test when COVID was first breaking out, because as a person who doesn't go out much, I'd much rather people who are like on the front lines and people who are, in places that they may be at risk to catch the disease, I'd rather them take the vaccine first, so they can have a chance at, fighting it off, as opposed to me who rarely goes out, just that kind of thought process. But that's just me. So if I were in a situation where I was required to take the vaccine because of traveling or something, which I never do, yes. But as a person who doesn't go out, nah, it's all good. But I mean, they are talking about these alleged variants of COVID, and some people are saying like double, triple mask now. And I'm like, I remember a couple months ago, my face was breaking out because of my mask. And I'm like, nah, I can't be doing these double, triple masks. So, I'm just going to stick to what I've been doing, which is rarely going out, and go from there. But if it comes up where I need to take the vaccine, I would probably do it. But it's like, what was it when Bush, Obama, and Clinton said they were getting the vaccine on film or something on television to kind of decrease speculation, decrease fear. That to me doesn't make me less hesitant. Just to let you know, like, just seeing, like, even if it's somebody black doing it and they're a celebrity, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be encouraged to do it. I see what they're doing, but at the same time, it's like I never really let the I guess you could say the glory or shine of famous people persuade my decision making, because it's like I always think about how their lifestyles are different than mine. It's like this person says they're not doing something, and then if I don't do it, it's like it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, like, that person not doing something, they're still rich. I'm not. So it's like, the people who were saying like, how are these people saying stay at home when it's like I can't work from home and I got bills? So these people, they're telling me to stay home and not go to work. It's like, well, they have money. They cannot go out and still be okay, but I have to go out and work. So it's just one of those things where a lot of comments were like, see, this is just another example of celebrities who just need to be quiet. But again, I'm not sitting up here to call Tyler a sellout. I'm not sitting up here telling you to get the vaccine. I'm not telling you to not get the vaccine. It's kind of like the election when it came to people who don't mail in. It's a scam. I personally mailed in my ballot because I was not going to a voting poll where there was a ton of people. I was like, for my own safety, I'm just going to fill out the ballot, and I dropped it in the mailbox. Whether or not my ballot made it to its destination, who knows? I know I did my duty, and that's it. So if it comes up that I need to take the vaccine for something, I would probably do it. But as of right now, nah, I'm good. So that's my thought process on it. Will I watch the special tomorrow night? I will probably watch it because I know people want my thoughts on it. So I will leave it at that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think Tyler Perry is a sellout because he's promoting the vaccine? Or do you think that, hey, I applaud Tyler Perry for using his platform to hopefully dismiss some of the fears and reservations about taking the vaccine, because yes, the government does have a checkered past when it comes to this sort of thing. I know some people look at the vaccine as yet a way to do population control, just like the mask and curfews and everything. I have no thoughts on that. That's why I've never really talked about it on the channel. I will say it like this. As a person who rarely goes out, who is blessed because of you, And I am not blind to that. Because of you, I'm able to do what I do from home. As a person who rarely ventures out, I do not mind wearing my mask because it's the least I can do to prevent spread and protect myself. And I mean, I go in the store, I'm in there 15 minutes or less, unless it's Walmart. Come on, let's be real. Walmart, you got to be in there at least 20 minutes. It depends on, because I try to I do my best to go to stores as soon as they open up or during the last hour or so of business. That way I can avoid crowds and traffic. I come back to my apartment, I toss my mask, wash my hands. It's like ever since my roommate had COVID back in August, it's like I still follow my same rules. Like whenever I come from, the living room or kitchen, as soon as I get back in my room, I wash my hands, put on Germ-X, and I've been good. Like I said, I was sick for the past week or so, but I was just, a regular cold. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm talking in circles, but at least 30 people wanted me to talk about it. And like I said, I can't sit up here. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. The Rona affects people differently. I had friends who've had it who were just fine. I had other friends who sadly have some long-term health issues now, like breathing problems and whatnot. So if you want to take the vaccine, take it. Here's my thing. If you want to take it or you don't want to do it, don't let a celebrity influence you. Make your own decisions. I think I should have said that at the beginning. I'm sorry. I wasted like 11 minutes of your time. I should have said it that way. If you want to take it or not, that's your choice. And that's it. I mean, sure, you can have debates with people online if you want to. Family members. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I know my dad said he'd take it if he can get it. I know my mom, she had to take a flu shot, but this was a few months ago. Or a couple months ago, because when I was at home for Christmas and whatnot, my sister had bronchitis, not COVID, because she got tested, and my mom wasn't sick. Everybody else in the house got sick. That's probably where I got it from. I probably had like a delayed effect. That's probably what made me sick for the past week or so, because I haven't really been out since I've been home. So yeah, because she's been protected. So I mean, yeah, especially older people taking a go. I'm not against that, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully, if I watch this special, I'm not rambling like I am now. But I honestly, as you can tell, I don't really talk about this stuff on the channel. But like I said before, since a lot of people wanted me to chime in, that's my thought process. Again, is it a coinkydink that these celebrities talk about it? I'm not surprised if these people get paid for it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not getting paid for talking about it. So, well, technically, it depends unless this video gets demonetized because I'm talking about COVID. So I don't know. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Sellout or not. Either way, I'm still watching Sisters tonight. I'm still watching the Ruthless finale tomorrow. I'm still watching the Oval when it comes on in a couple of weeks. I'm still watching the last episodes of the Haves and the Have-Nots. Make your own choices. Don't be influenced by people who, are kind of in like a different tax bracket than you and don't, It is what it is. So if you want to donate to I know this is weird, but if you want to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And with that being said, I'll talk to you soon.